see all of me. Walk into my mystery. Step inside and hold for dear life. Do you remember me? Capture you and set you free. I am all of me.
Hey guys, FangSlasherV here, coming at you with a new Sonic Tuesdays video. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing, in my opinion, the importance of a certain game that came out today. So if you're new here, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and definitely hit that bell button to know when all of my uploads go live. So let's get started. Today is the day that Sonic Frontiers have launched. Now, some might say it was a bad time to release the game because of two other big games coming out this month, aka God of War Ragnarok and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Ironically, the new Pokemon games are coming out the day before my birthday, so let's go. But I'm not here talking about Pokemon. I'm not a PokeTuber channel. But if people want, if people want me to, I will maybe expand out and do Pokemon videos in the future. If you all would want that, I wouldn't mind it one bit. But let me know if you all have picked up the game and if you are enjoying it so far, or if you were one of those lucky ducklings that so happened to have gotten the game when stores broke the street date, which. I'm so glad I don't have to be on the other side of Sega's and Sonic Team's anger with that one. Because I would rather wait till the release date than be impatient and get the game before everyone else and then ruining that experience for everyone. But hey, but at the same time, I can't blame people that did that either. If a local GameStop near me was doing that, I would tell my parents to drive me there immediately so I can pick up the game. So, I can't blame them. But because of that, the whole game was leaked. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. So, if you are enjoying the game, I'm glad you are. And if you are one of those people that unfortunately had no interest in the game as soon as it came out, well, not as soon as it came out, but as soon as it was revealed with the first gameplay, the infamous IGN one, then I respect your opinion, even though I disagree with it. That is something I would always like to point out to my audience, is that my channel is a place for everyone with different opinions can come and get along. I will not tolerate arguments over Frontiers. At the end of the day, it's a game about a blue hedgehog that runs fast. We don't need to make it into a big debate. So, if you are enjoying Sonic Frontiers, please be respectful towards the people that aren't enjoying it, or people that had no interest in the game at all. And same thing applies to those people that are indifferent towards the game or not enjoying it. Please be respectful towards the people that are enjoying it. Well, with that said and done, let's get into the actual discussion video. Sonic Frontiers seems to be a new step forward for Sonic. Now, obviously, Sonic Team has been known to shake things up with the gameplay style during the 2010s. Obviously, we had the Boost formula, which was Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors, Sonic Unleashed. Everyone's favorite game, Sonic Forces. That's a joke, actually. So I don't want people to get mad at me. And also, too, we had them experiment a little bit with Sonic Lost World, which kind of brought the game back to being similar, control-wise, being similar to the Sonic Adventure series. But Sonic Frontiers is the next big step for Sonic. Now, the last time Sonic had a big shakeup with its gameplay was all the way back in 1998 and 1999. Now, why do I say that? A certain game called Sonic Adventure. One of my favorite Sonic games. I love both of the Sonic Adventure games to death. And Sonic Adventure was the first time Sonic was brought into 3D when it came to the mainline games. Now, obviously, You had other games like Sonic R, Sonic the Fighters, that also were 3D graphics, but when it comes to the main bread and butter of the Sonic franchise, which is the mainline platforming games, we didn't see that until Sonic Adventure 1. Now, they did try previously on the Sega Saturn with Sonic X-treme, and of course Sonic Adventure started development on the Sega Saturn, which the Sonic Gems collection adventure mode they had in there was actually a prototype based on the Saturn version of Sonic Adventure. And there are even screenshots of them using these Sega Saturn models for both Sonic and Tails during the egg carrier chase. The second egg carrier chase. So, when the first Sonic Adventure came out, it was extremely popular. It got raving reviews. Everyone loved it. Although nowadays, when you hear people talk about Sonic Adventure, it's weird because now you do have certain groups of people, which are very small but very loud, that think that Sonic Adventure has always been a glitchy game and has always been terrible, which isn't the case. There are more people that love Sonic Adventure than people that hate it, and those same people that complain about Sonic Adventure also complain about Mario 64 as well. And in my opinion, that's wrong because their main argument is that the game has aged. Games don't age. I don't care what people say about that. That whole line of thinking is wrong because games don't age. Sonic Adventure and Mario 64 is a product of their time. And I've mentioned this in a different video. I forget which one. It was one of the... I think it was one of the very first Sonic Tuesdays videos I done. So, yes. As shocking as it was, Sonic Adventure, when it came out, did very, very well. It got, I believe, when it first came out, it received critical acclaim, like 8s, 9s, etc. But nowadays, it is seen as, a glitchy mess of a game, even though every single gaming publication back then praised the game. And I believe they also praised the Sonic Adventure DX version of the game as well on the GameCube. Now, where do I think the whole title of glitchy game came from? I think it came from the PC ports. I really do. But this isn't that type of video. I talked about this before. So, why am I comparing Frontiers to Sonic Adventure? Because Sonic Frontiers is the first time we had a massive shakeup with the Sonic gameplay style. Ignoring the cyberspace worlds, Sonic Frontiers is open world. Now, yes, they do call it open zone, but it's very much the first open world Sonic game. And you can tell they took a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild, Shadow of the Colossus, which those two games are amazing. I still need to play Shadow of the Colossus eventually. I'll get to that. That's on my backlog. And in some cases, Sonic Frontiers is also the first collectathon game, 3D platformer for Sonic as well. So this game is doing a lot of firsts for the franchise. And much like with Sonic Adventure, you have this big open, you have this quote-unquote hub world, even though that the main point of the game is the open zone. But then in it, you have the actual stages. In this case, the cyberspace stages, which are based off of Sonic Memories, which is why they are reusing stage designs from previous games. You can call it lazy or not. The fact of the matter is, in terms of the story, it makes sense. So, Frontiers is truly the next is the next step of the Sonic gameplay. And considering the reviews I've seen of Sonic Frontiers so far, like on Metacritic, it's sitting at a 72, which is pretty decent, to be honest with you. I'm not one that pays attention to reviews. I don't really use reviews to why I should pick up a game or not. If a game interests me, I'll get it. And if it turns out that it's a game that did very poorly reviews-wise, but I enjoy it, at the end of the day, well, I got my money's worth out of it. So who cares about what a review, a freaking gaming journalist thinks? I've always had that mentality. I'm such a cynic towards them that I just consider them as just people that are giving long, detailed opinions about a game and getting paid for it. And somehow people take it as gospel. But that's their choice at the same time, right? So this game, we'll be honest, I was worried about the review scores. But so far, people seem to be enjoying it. Although the basic consensus, because if I said that word right, my apologies, is that the game definitely has some performance issues. There are some parts of it that Sega needed to let it simmer longer. But overall, people are saying like this is looking promising for the Sonic franchise moving forward. And no, I have not seen any reviewer talk about the bad, transition Sonic has had to 3D. Which, if I saw that, I would have pulled my hair out. Because technically, no. Sonic did not have a bad transition to 3D. Look back when freaking Sonic Adventure first came out. There you go. I will gladly stay on this hill and shout that as long as I need to, just to get it through people's head that still thinks that. But Sonic Frontiers, overall, I am looking forward to playing it. The combat system looks freaking amazing. The cyberspace levels I'm interested in because that will be a nice little break from the open world. Because I am a completionist. I like to 100% complete a game. And like playing those cyberspace levels will be a nice change of pace if I get overwhelmed. Like if I get overwhelmed, I can just play through a freaking cyberspace stage over and over again. And then go back and do the main open zone part of the game to complete everything. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play it until I get my copy in the mail. And even though I'm open to getting it on my Xbox, I want to play it on, powerful hardware. Because, there is going to be a point to where newer games are not going to be coming out on the PS4 or the Xbox One anymore. So, eventually, all games will be made just for the PS5 in mind and the Xbox Series X. So yeah, that's it for this video. I figured I would tell you all my opinions on why I think that Sonic Frontiers is the next big step for Sonic. And it just comes down to the fact, it's clear with game design, open world is definitely seems to be the thing that a lot of games are mandating, that are becoming more of a priority for studios. Like hell, Halo Infinite was open world. And somehow they made it work. But it still felt like Halo. And that's a balance that a studio needs to do with an open world game. is that you have to have the good balance of it's open world, but it still has the identity of a beloved franchise, and Breath of the Wild did that perfectly. Yes, I will keep praising that game. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and I haven't even beat it yet, and I need to, because we have the freaking sequel coming out in freaking 6 months. Yeah, in 6 months. I believe it's 6 months. Could be wrong, though. I'm crazy. But yeah, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoy it, and congrats Sega and Sonic Team for releasing the next Sonic game. Hopefully, you guys don't keep us waiting for the next one. But take your time, too. So, with that said, I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Later, guys.